Okay. All right.
We're the sum of our habits. They give us definition and make our life easy.
Can everybody hear him?
No. Maybe.
Check?
Yeah.
All right. Okay? Okay, now we can hear it. All right. So, as I said, we're the sum of our habits. They give us definition and make our life easy. But in this world of known, there are critical moments of innovation that we try to push the boundaries away and walk into the unknown. And these exact moments are so fascinating. I want to show you a scene from a movie Back to the Future. So in this scene you'll see Martin McFly playing in 1958 song, meaning 3 years in the future. And I want you to pay close attention to the reaction of the audience and the reaction of the band to his playing initially and throughout his playing.
Rock and roll.
All right, guys, listen, this is the blues riff from B. Watch me for the changes and try to keep up, okay? Guess you guys aren't ready for that yet.
So this movie always makes me to smile, but I believe there's an important message in this movie. So initially when Martin McFly tried to play some futuristic song, what we saw from the audience, it's what I call a pause. They didn't know about this song, they couldn't know about this song, but it was close enough to sing they knew. So they paused for a second, listened for the music, and they said that, all right, we liked it. Some of them did it faster, some of them did a bit slower, but at the end everyone liked it and enjoyed it and adopted the music and started to dance. But as Marty saw it's working and he tried to push the boundaries more and more and more and start to imply future techniques like playing with the guitar above his head or introducing heavy rock, then things change. And the audience and also the band turned into what they call a shock. So from a pause, then they listened for a second, then decided they like it. They moved to a completely different state when they couldn't even judge if it's good or not. It was so far away from what they know, so they just block it altogether. The behavior we saw in the movie has deep roots in human psychology. We know that people are doing the things they know and feel comfortable with, in what's so-called comfort zone. And we can try to move away from our comfort zone, but the further we go, it's harder for us to accept it, and eventually we completely block it. Also, this movie actually demonstrates what happened in music. So in music, we had started with classical music, the Baroque period, then we moved to classical area, further to romantic period and modern music. If we go to other branch of music, jazz, it started from blues, swing, and ragtime. And this involvement is a process that is going. I want to play for you music for 2 individuals for instrumental and creation of modern jazz. One is Scott Joplin, the other one is Charlie Parker. So Scott Joplin was born in 1867. He was African American, and he had quite extensive musical education. He actually had a classical piano teacher that he taught me. I want to play for you one of its most famous songs. It's called Entertainer. So please listen to the music and then we'll discuss it about it. So it's going like that. This is ragtime. This is classical ragtime, mainstream ragtime. Now the interesting key about ragtime is that it's not that far away from other types of music. For example, if we play Mozart, and people want to say they are similar, you can try to see the resemblance. So Mozart works like this. So I'm not sure how many of you did see the similarities, but if we play the Entertainer again slightly differently, you can see it's not that far away. So the key point here, because ragtime is not that far away from classical music, what they call the classical music camp, when they heard ragtime, it wasn't too far away. They went into a pause state. For them it was like Marty starting to play Johnny B. Good. It's not like when he introduced the heavy rock. So they listened to it, and some of them liked it and accepted it. But it also has some resemblance to blues. So if I try to improvise a few notes in blues, it might sound like this. For example, this is kind of old classic blues. And again, it sounds a bit different, but when we dig down, we can play it in slightly different, and again, with much more resemblance. So if we try to do this, it would sound like this. So again, the blues can listen to his music, say, all right, it's new, it's interesting, but it's not that far from what we know. So they also adapted it. So ragtime was actually adapted by both the blues camp and the classical camp. And for Scott Joplin, it's wonderful because his music was adapted quite fast and was very much accepted. But the story of Scott Joplin is not the story of Charlie Parker. Charlie Parker was born 50 years later, again African American, but he had a very poor childhood. He became a drug addict later on, and he didn't really have a very traditional musical background. So he was playing hours over hours over hours, perfecting his technique. But what made Charlie Parker special wasn't its near perfect technique, but its understanding that the 12th tone of the chromatic scale can actually lead melodically to any other key. And this radical, again, it was really radical at the time, didn't really cut with everyone actually at the time. So if you try a bit to improvise with Charlie Parker on the same entertainment, you might understand the major difference that it was. So it would sound something like that. Now, I'm not sure you noticed what I did here. But what I did here was improvising on a D key over a C harmonic. And this is something unspeakable of musical classic. If I would dare to do this with my piano teacher, she would kick me out of the room. If I would play Mozart, the same technique, it will sound awful, and I really apologize for doing this, but it will sound like this. And this is terrible, terrible. Anyone who plays classical music won't be able to dare it. And what happened? When Charlie Parker introduced his new ideas, he was completely blocked. He had to walk 3 years all around New York, from a club to a club, from a club to a club, playing his music till it started to get accepted and eventually became to bebop and the modern jazz, which is based on. I believe this musical metaphor has meaning for me. I believe it might have for some people in this room, and definitely it has a lot of meaning for our work in Treasury. When I graduated from university around 10 years ago, I was accepted to one of the Israeli major banks as an equity analyst. So I was sitting in with my boss' office, and she explained me about what I have to do, and she told me, as part of your work, you have to write weekly reviews. And I was very happy with this, because in my eyes, all right, I'll give my opinion, and everyone in the country will see my opinion, everyone will get rich, and it's like my dreams came true. And then she immediately told me, no, Itai, what opinion? What are you talking about? I'm not writing opinions. We just read the news, see the major economic events, summarize, translate to Hebrew and publish. And I was like, what's the point? And she told me, no, you don't understand. Let's assume you write your opinion. For example, you're saying the S&P 500 will rise. You know what will happen? And she told me, nothing will happen. No client will call you and say thank you for your wonderful advice. The advisor of the bank definitely won't come to you. And the management, do you think they will come down to our little department to shake your hand and say, you see a great future in you? Nothing of this will happen. Not Itai. Know this. When you will be wrong, and eventually you will be wrong, then the clients will call you and will complain. They might leave the bank, they might sue us. And the management that didn't care about your success, they will care. They will come down to the department, sit on your hand. You might get fired. So, no, we didn't do that. We won't do it. And that's the end of the story. Please go to your desk and do your job. So she was my boss. I know but to do what she told me. So I went to my desk, I wrote a review. But then I inserted one small idea in the middle of the review. So I sent her the review, she sent it back with remarks, and one big X in the middle of my review, which was my opinion, my idea was deleted. So, you know me, so do you think I gave up? So no way, I'm not giving up. So next week I again translated as she asked me, but then I put 3 ideas. So I told her, yeah, the S&P will go up next week, and also the oil price will go up, and because of that, you should buy ExxonMobil, which is the biggest oil company, and will benefit from the trend. And I sent her the review, she sent it back, this time with 3 X's in the middle of the review, and again, all my wonderful ideas were deleted. So next week I had 5 of these ideas inside my review, and then something interesting happened. I got back the review with 4 X's. Yeah, 4 X's, but one idea survived. And years later I wonder, why did she let this last idea, the last 5th idea survive? It was that she just missed it. There were so many ideas floating around. She found 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th, and missed the 5th. But I believe something different happened. At that point of time, when I had these 5 ideas, she started to get used. They weren't doing opinion, they weren't writing about the future. So when I tried to give my opinion, it was so far for her. It was like introducing heavy rock. And she couldn't accept it. She just blocked it. She didn't really read my argument, if that makes sense or not. She just blocked and pushed it away. But after a few weeks working with me, she got used to it, to pushing this idea again and again. And then I slightly started to become like Scott Joplin and not like Charlie Parker. And my idea was starting like Johnny B. Good. Yeah, it was 3 years in the future, but it wasn't 20. It was close enough for her to look at it, write what I wrote, and then decide, oh, maybe it makes sense, and it survived. So next week, of course, 10 of my ideas were inside this review, and it started to become like a real analysis work with future predicting opinion. And 8 of them, of course, were deleted to survive, and we kept doing that for 1 year. And I think that the final moment for me was 1 year later, and I had these several more aggressive ideas that I was really afraid she would delete it from my review. So I put in the middle of the review one very big, massive, radical, and then really it was radical. I didn't want to write it down, but it's all right, I will write it down, she will see it, she will delete it, the rest will look better next to it, and I can express her opinion. And so I sent her the review, she sent it back, and I was shocked to see no accent. So I'm so surprised, I took my review, ran to her office, and started to shout, Maya, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she looked at me in shock and said, Dad, what's wrong? What happened? I said, don't you see it in the middle of the review? This is abomination. It's like, we'll be fired, we'll be sued. And she just looked at me and said, but Itai, this is what we are doing. I know it's a bit aggressive, but no, you make good argument, you make sense. I believe you're probably right, so come on, let's publish it. And against my will, it was published. So the entire published with the idea. And this was the end of the story. And then I realized that we did manage to make some difference, did manage to introduce a new kind of music into the bank. You know, I'm 3 years in Treasury. I joined 3 years ago. And I can tell you from the outside view that over this period I saw how Treasury is evolving. And I believe this evolvement happened because people in this room were courageous enough to come with the new ideas, these new radical ideas, and present them. And if they were rejected, try again and again. And if they were accepted, almost, but pretty much doing. We want the IQA I believe not only because of our achievements, but mainly because the journey we were able to demonstrate to the community. And I believe that if we keep this culture, it will be a great future for us. Thank you very much.